Yes, a lot of us have booked our flight and we are ready to move because classes, some are resuming on the 16th, pending when you are resuming. But then I know a lot of us will be so anxious. What is the first thing I need to do when I get to Portugal? What is the thing I need? Who are those people I need to meet? Who will help me? In this video, I'm going to make it well explanatory, and if you follow these steps or if you follow these guidelines, I'm very sure you would settle fast and know where to start from. The starting point is the main thing. So I just want to use this opportunity to say another congratulations to those ones that have gotten their visas. Okay, I'm so super excited because I've been receiving messages from the right, left, front, back, like back to back good news, and I'm so super excited about the positive responses that I've been getting. Yes, a lot of persons reached out to me and said, hey Bayobi, your video really helped me, your video really did wonders. I'm so excited, and I'm giving all the glory to God, and also saying a big thank you, because I know if you are not supporting me also in this video, I know I also wouldn't have gone so far. So thank you so much, and I'm happy to help every one of you. Okay, thank you so much. So now that you have booked your flight and you're moving, you'll be landing to Portugal either that same day. If you follow Air Maroc, you're going to land into Portugal that same day, but other flights probably the following day, I don't know. But then whichever day you're going to arrive Portugal, so the first thing you are expected to do, I'm sure you must have booked a place to stay, whether in Airbnb or a hostel. If you don't know how to do that hostel, probably I'm going to make a video on that. Yes, when you book a hostel, it's more cheaper. Remember that I always have it in mind when I'm making video that you are spending Nigeria, so don't see it as anything when I always tell you that you're spending Nigerian money. The conversion rate. So I put that into consideration, and I'm going to make a video on that, so watch that video. So when you get to Portugal, the first thing you need to do after settling, like got into your house, you need to be up and get something, because you have a target line, a target. Okay, so most of us are students, and when you come in, there's this number that you need. It is called NIF. NIF, NIF. It's like a NIN number in Nigeria. If you're a Nigerian, you know what an identification number is. An identification number that it will be used to identify you in Portugal. So there is a body that does that. You go to Financas. Okay, when you go to your country, your city, try to locate the Loja de Cidadão. Okay, Loja de Cidadão. I'm going to put it on the screen so that you can locate that. So you can put it on Google, because you will be making use of Google Map. So if you don't know how to read map, when you get to Portugal, you will learn that. Okay, so I'm going to put that. Get to Loja de Cidadão. But then, before you can do this NIF, you need someone to stand for you, like a guarantor. Take, for example, I have been in Portugal ever since, and I have a resident card. So it's someone who has a resident card that can stand for you, okay? Just like a guarantor, okay? So look for someone who has a resident card. And how do you get that? Because if you go to most Financas, that's where you're going to do your NIF, they will ask you to go and bring someone who has a resident card. So how do you get one? If you're just coming in, the first thing I advise people is locate where you can get a Nigerian who can help you, because someone who doesn't know you might not want to stand for you. Okay, but you just need someone who has a resident card. So go and look for a church. Okay, go and look for a church, be it a Nigerian church, be it a church there. Speak to the pastor there and I'm very sure they will be ready to help you. Okay, so if it's a Nigerian church, I'm sure the pastor there, they are really at this point, they are expecting a lot of students, and I'm sure they have made things on ground to help some of us. Okay, aside from that, you need to join a group in Portugal. Okay, that is where you're going to get updates from. Okay, so that aside, you need someone who has a resident card to go with you. So do that as fast as possible, because you need that number in before you can do anything. When I say anything, anything in Portugal, whether you want to get an accommodation for yourself, because once you come in, you need to get your accommodation. Okay, so I'll put a link where I did a video where to get accommodation. So search for that video and watch how to get your accommodation. Now the ball is in your court. You're now facing reality. Okay, so that number, once you get someone, you need an identification number that has an address in Nigeria. So if you're coming, a lot of persons use their name. Your name in Nigeria contains your address, or you bring your NEPA bill that has your name. Anything that has your name, whether your driver's license, okay, your driving license. So you need that to register yourself for that number. Okay, it is free of charge. You are not going to pay any dime. Okay, you just need someone who has a resident permit. Okay, otherwise, if you do not get anyone to go with you, I think they do it 150 euros. You know how much it is? 150 euros. You are not expected to pay except you do not get someone to go with you. Okay, so you see some firms who can do it for you. I also have the link in the description of this video, the body that do it. Okay, so you need someone who has a name. When that person goes with you, they are not going to charge the person nothing. Okay, just someone that has a resident card. So watch out. Okay, so once you get your resident card, I don't know, in my own city, there is a number they call Social Security, NIS, NISS. So you need Social Security, but then in my city, if you don't get in Aveiro, to be precise, they are now giving it, they don't do it before. Now you need a job contract before you can get that NIS. Otherwise, in some city, I don't know if it has taken effect. I called someone, was it 2 days ago? Yeah, and I asked the person if such a thing have started. The person said no, she hasn't heard about that, but in my city it have started. Okay, so you need to get that number quickly if they have not started it in your city. So try your best. You can also get that online. I'm going to put the link in the description of this video. You need that number very well before, so that when you're looking for a job, that number is really important. Okay, so that is all. Then you need to go to your department. Yes, you need to make your department aware that you are around. Okay, although school will be resuming second week. Okay, so get to know your department, get to know your school, where you're going to be taking your lecture. Take a tour. If you're in Aveiro, I think I've made a video on that, and also Porto. Okay, so get to know the department, know your HOD. Like the HODs, they are the lecturers. They are not like I don't know how to describe it, but I know some of us know one. They are not monsters. They are not people that you cannot relate with. They are ready to receive international students. Okay, so try your best and know your department. Like the first thing I said, you need to get your NIF. The moment you get to Portugal, you need your NIF. Then try and get the NIS. They call it Social Security. Whoever you're talking to, just tell the Segurança Social, but in English it is called Social Security. So get those two numbers. They are important. Then you need what they call junta. You need your junta. So I don't know whether around your school area where you're going to get your accommodation, the school will give you documents that you are going to present. You need a document, they call it Junta de Freguesia. It's like your local government. They need to register you in that. Most times, schools will give you that document that you present at Junta. Okay, so remember the word Junta de Freguesia, because you need that. It's like registering you in your locality, and you need that address when you're going to save. So before I go further, in your visa, there is this link that they put for you. That link contains when you're going to have your appointment with IMA SEF. Okay, IMA is an immigration body that has to do with immigrants. So you have a date, you have a place where you're going to have your resident card being processed. So before you can go for that, you need your NIS, you need your NIF, that's the Segurança Social, you need your NIF, and you need your Junta de Freguesia. So remember all this. If it takes you to write it down, you need to write it down. And also your police reports. I always emphasize that for those of us that are going to for our visa, that should be the last thing, your police report, because you're going to need it here in Portugal. It is here that you need it, not even in Nigeria. It is here that you need that police report. And that's why I always advise people, students, that should be the last thing when you're going for your visa. Do it so that it will still, that's legalized, so that it will still be validated, it will still be valid when you come down here and you're going for your self-appointment, so that you don't do another one. There's no point wasting money when you know that when you come down here you have a lot to do. One, your accommodation is a whole lot of money, and other bills that you need to settle. Okay, for those who have not paid their tuition fee, you will need your receipt, your tuition fee receipt, when you're going for your self-appointment. I'm going to make a video on that so that you get all the documents ready and you will not be asked, oh, bring your documents so time. No, when you're doing that, you need to get all your documents at once so that your resident card will be faster. Okay, I hope this video would help a lot of us who are coming into Portugal. I love a situation whereby when you're informed, you have everything at hand, not you going and being confused that, hey, what is the next thing to do? No, you're getting the right info here, and it will get you prepared, and you will not be like a novice when you are among other people. Remember, Portugal is a lovely place. Like when you need help, you can easily talk to people. Some of them don't speak English, but majority of them speaks Portuguese or English. All you need to say is tu fala English, and they will respond to you if they know how to speak very well. They are ready to help. They are lovely people, and I hope Portugal will be a better place for you, and also will be a conducive place for you. Thank you so much if you've watched up to this moment, and if there are any other things that you need to know, I will be bringing it to you back to back. Thank you so much, and see you in my next video. Bye bye.